Good morning, everyone. Achenu b'nei Yisrael. My name is Meshulam Feivel Charach, Ches Reish Endechov. I'm not a Sephardi, I'm an Ashkenazi. And the Nomen has a whole history, but that's not for now. And some people know me as Phil Charik, because I was in corporate America many years, and they can't pronounce the Che. When I started, what's your name? Charach, Chachach. So I became Charik. Okay, whatever. But the story I want to say, everyone right now is in the midst of the pandemic, the virus, the coronavirus, the COVID-19. And a lot of people passed away, a lot of people are sick, people are spending time at home. It's a very depressing matzah. Hashem should help. We should get over it very soon. But in the meantime, I thought of recording an interesting story that I myself was witness to. So the story dates back about a year ago. Here in Brooklyn, New York, I was in the shul, in the basement of the shul there. There's another small shul. And, the basement is a small shul. It's a big shul, but the basement. And I was talking to this person, a chashuva person, we were talking, and we happened to mention about a story about the Lubavicher Rebbe. A few tables ahead, there was a young man. It looked like he was learning. Look at a young, about 35, 40, tall guy, nice looking, whatever. So we said, let's talk low because we don't want to disturb him. Anyhow, when we finished talking, he comes over and he says, may I tell you a story about the Rebbe? I said, please. Sure. He is totally not Lubavitch. Now, I think he told me his family is even, whatever. His father has a big accounting firm in Manhattan, and he seemed to be a math prodigy, whatever it is. And, excuse me. And the understanding was when he grows up, he'll be in his father's business. In addition to that, he was a chess prodigy. He traveled the entire world to play chess. I said he traveled with the Yarmulke. He says, of course, the Yarmulke, this is outside. Okay, so there was a Sunday, next day he had to go travel in England. He had to travel for a chess championship. Kids, his friends schlepped him in Crown Heights. They said, Rebbe gives out dollar bills. Take a dollar bill. All right, peer pressure. So he went. And he told me that he was a American Mechutzev. In addition to all his milas, he was a American Mechutzev. That's how you give any. Many times, very, very smart. He told me on the math, on the SATs, he got almost a perfect score, except for 3 points. And again, gives me the whole story why he lost the 3 points, whatever. Anyhow. Kitsa, he stays online, and comes his line. So the Rebbe says to him, the Rebbe gives him a dollar bill. So he says, Rebbe, I don't need your dollar. I don't need the dollar bill. My father gives me everything I need. And the Rebbe ignores him, gives him another dollar bill. And he says to the Rebbe the same thing. Rebbe, my father gives me everything I need. And the Rebbe just ignores him, gives him a third dollar bill. And then the Rebbe says to him these words. When you'll be in chinuch, invest the $3. Invest. So first of all, he never was for a chinuch. His father has a big accounting firm. He's good with numbers. And he worked for his father. Secondarily, the Rebbe never used to say, invest. The Rebbe would say, give it for tzedakah, give this, change it. I know. Anyhow. Okay. Then he passes the Rebbe, he goes into the door there, and many times the Rebbe would call back. If you see the videos, you'll see many times the person already passes, and the Rebbe comes over to him and he calls him back. Okay. So the Rebbe calls him back and he says to him, the Queen's Gambit won't work. Those who play chess, the Queen's Gambit is an opening in chess, and this kid had a ranking. As I said, he played chess worldwide. Okay, out of the blue, so the Rebbe told him about it. He comes in England, and he decides to make the Queen's Gambit the opening. But then the Rebbe just told him not to. So anyhow, make it into a move, and he won the game anyhow. And then he thought over, he calculated the whole game, and I realized that had he played the Queen's Gambit, he would have lost by time. In chess, there's the two ways of losing. One is each one has a fixed amount of time, and you used up your time, so that's it, you lost. And the other way is the guy checkmates you. He gives a checkmate and that's it. Anyhow, right? Now he was the type of a kid that he wrote to President Bush and he wrote to him and he wrote to him. He was a chevraman. And he had like an envelope that had all the letters from the leaders. And he had the $3 of the Rebbe included. Right? Fast forward, he's already a teenager, he's learning yeshiva in his 20s, whatever. He gets a call from a friend. And his friend says, this friend had a cure of yeshiva. He says, listen, one of my Rebbes is out sick. Will you do me a favor? Come a substitute for the day. He says, why not? Anyhow, he told me he's substituted for the day. And this is like 10 years ago. He's been there, Valtik. So when the Rebbe said, you'll be in Kirov, he says, let's give any in Kirov. Says, then he had to move from his apartment. He had to move. So he cleaned out the basement and he came across the envelope with all the letters from the president, from this or that. And he saw the $3. No, the Rebbe told him to invest. So they told me he invested in an oil company. Obviously, he didn't invest the 3, invested much more, plus the 3. And he told me the name of the stock even. A year ago, the market was very high and everything. But that day, the market, when he told me the stock market happened to go down, and he told me that stock is continuously going up all the time. Yeah, so then we were talking. I said to him, if you're so good in chess, I said, I remember years ago, 40 years ago, there were clubs in Manhattan. You played chess. And that time, $5 a game, $10 a game, $20. If you win, you can make $20 in 3 minutes. Not 10 minutes, 15. He says, yeah, I'll tell you a story. He said, Truly. He says he was once on a date, and this girl was even better than him in chess, and they didn't know what to do, so they went to Manhattan to a club, and they were there for an hour and a half, and they came home with $800. Anyhow. So I say to the person, tell me your name. He said, sure, please. He says, can I be mefalsim the maisa? Can I publicize? He says, please. But please do not mention my name. Because he worked in a certain moisid where somehow they don't appreciate Lubavicher too much, and they'll find out he goes around telling stories about the Rebbe. It's not going to be beneficial to him. Anyhow, hopefully one day this will change. But the point is, so then I said to him, you come here often? He says, no, he was never here. I said, so why did you come in here? He said, the reason he came in here is because he happened to pass the Kaiser Shul, and he was behind in a Gemara or a Taisvis. He figured, I'll finish it. Then anyhow, I myself witnessed it. It took place last year. If anyone wants to know more details, you can contact me. Anyhow, a good Erev Shabbos, a good Chaydish Ani Hashem Reifecho. All the Cholim should have a refuah, and we should have the Bias Mashiach Tzidkenu now. Kol Tov.